Good morning, Chansy Cardinals, teachers, and staff. It's time for the Cardinal Weekly News. It is October 14th, 2024. Sorry, guys. Welcome back.
Feels like November sometimes. We've
It
been at it
does.
for a while.
I agree, Mr. Cahill.
Boys and girls, we've already had our fall break, and I think we're at the first quarter of school is done. So I'm with Miss Ivory. It's October, but it feels like we've been here for longer than we have. But here's our weather predictions for this week. We're actually going to start having that fall November-ish weather. So 61 degrees Monday. So it's going to be pretty cold in the morning, boys and girls, this week. Tuesday, only getting up to 57 degrees. Wednesday, nice and 60 degrees. Thursday, 65 degrees. So again, in the morning, very cold, needing those jackets again, especially in the gym. And then by afternoon, it'll be warm enough that you might not need it anymore, but it's still going to be pretty fall weather this week. And then boys and girls, Friday, warming up a little bit for the weekend. So back to 70 degrees. But boys and girls, you know how our building is. Some rooms are colder, some are hotter. Dress for success so you're ready to learn all day here at Chansy. Miss Ivory, this skating party,
tell me about the skating party you went to.
It's so much fun at the skating party last week, you guys. It was super cool. The turnout wasn't huge, and that's we didn't let people know in advance, and you all have really busy schedules. But the skating party was a hit. People had lots of fun. Our Super Cardinals wore their Super Cardinal T-shirts. They couldn't wait to put them on, Miss Burton. And so they're just the cutest and the sweetest and the most superest Cardinals of the month, I guess. Look at that Super Cardinal of the Month celebration. It is thank you to PTA. Shout out to each of you for helping us out financially. Our kids got certificates. They got breakfast of donuts and juice. Hopefully they left the Super Cardinal celebration inspired to motivate others to do well. So keep up the good work, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, Super Cardinals. Keep doing what you're doing and not Super Cardinals yet. You could be there.
Absolutely. And shout out to our PTA because they are helping with the skating party and Super Cardinals, and they're doing all kinds of things for Chansy. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning, boys and girls. It's Miss Burton here, and I'm here to remind you that we every day we show up and we do things the Cardinal way. I'm sorry, guys. Getting my words twisted. And that just means to be respectful, responsible, and safe. This week, I really want us to focus on listening, being a good listener. And sometimes that's hard because there's so much distractions and so many things going on around us on a regular day. But I want you to try these tips. In order to be a good listener, some of the things you need to do is give the speaker your full attention. So if it's your teacher up there teaching, listen to what they're saying. Look at them. Watch them as they walk around the room. Listen to what they're saying. Being a good listener means you let the speaker finish their thoughts without interrupting. And that's hard sometimes even for adults because as people are talking, we typically start thinking about what we want to say. But being a good listener means you are listening to them completely. And then after they speak, you can say, okay, well, I was thinking, or okay, I think we should, or whatever. Being a good listener always means to try to put yourself in the speaker's shoes and think about how they're feeling. And boys and girls, this is important, especially when you're having conflict or maybe an argument with a friend. Sometimes we might think that they are trying to hurt us or do something to hurt our feelings when really maybe they're not. So being a good listener means to ask those questions like, hey, what did you mean by that? Or hey, why did you do that? And then listen to try to understand why they may have done some of the things they've done. That might help alleviate or stop some of the conflict or the argument. And then being a good listener also means to use verbal and nonverbal cues when you show that you're listening. I feel like I do this a lot, even as an adult. If someone's speaking and I'm listening to them, I typically will nod my head as I'm looking at them so that they can know I hear what you're saying. Or sometimes we want to make eye contact. And I know, boys and girls, I talk to you a lot about this when I am speaking to you because sometimes I might be talking to you and you're like looking all around, or your teacher might be talking to you and you're like fiddling with something. Eye contact is very important when you're listening to someone because it helps them know that you hear me, you're listening, you're receiving what I'm telling you. So boys and girls, this week and every week really, but let's focus on being good listeners this week. with the adults in the building and with our classmates. And adults, we can do the same. We can always learn and grow too. So let's be good listeners, Chansy Cardinals. Anything else with that?
No, Miss Burton, you said everything that I would say. Being a good listener is very important.
Be it beautiful.
All right, boys and girls. So we do have cheer tryouts this week. It's going to be Wednesday, October the 16th. It's after school, or it starts right after school, 2:15 to 3:30. Boys and girls, if you want to do cheer tryouts, make sure to tell your parents to check that newsletter. We call it a s'more. It gets shot out electronically to all your parents, and they can look at that for more information. We also have basketball tryouts. So 3rd and 5th grade girls, Monday and Thursday, 2:30 to 4 o'clock. So there's 2 days of that. And then 2nd grade and 3rd grade boys, Monday and Thursday, 4 to 5:30. So again, check the s'more for those that are interested for basketball. And then we've already started.
I wonder if, can you go back, Cahill? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Or Burton?
Yes, ma'am.
Did we not already have tryouts?
We did for our 4th and 5th grade boys. This is for our 2nd and 3rd grade boys and our girls.
Oh, this is okay. Sorry.
We got a lot of teams at Chansy.
Well, and it took me a second there. I really, yes. Okay, I'm with you. Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry, y'all. It's Sunday.
So that takes us to this last slide about basketball. Again, tryouts for other grades and girls this week. Check the s'more, boys and girls. Tell your parents to look at that notification so that they can get you here. But then we have started 4th and 5th grade boys. So practice will be Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 4 to 5:30.
And we'll send out a list of those students who made the 4th and 5th grade boys team so that teachers, you will know who they are. It'll be a surprise to me too. So we'll send that list out to you all this week so you'll know. Yes, ma'am.
All righty, boys and girls, Chansy teachers and staff, the Cardinals in Costume event is happening October 24th, which is not this week, but next week. It will be from 5 to 6:30. It's like a fall festival, but it's also an opportunity to trick or treat. You can have your storybook contest or decorating contest where we will have you all will get to participate in presenting your pumpkin. Dress it up like your favorite storybook character. We will judge it, and I think you get a fancy prize, so that'll be fun too. So there's going to be so much happening at the Cardinals in Costume event this year, so I hope you all can make it. Oh, don't forget, order pizza if you want pizza, because that will be on sale. Not on sale then. You have to pre-order it, meaning you have to place your order for your pizza before the actual 24th when we have the event. And that will be on in the Chansy News as well as on a flyer that's going out this week. So make sure you read that and send that to one of your family members.
And then boys and girls, so every month we're focusing on a leader in me habit. Last month was be proactive. So this month we're focusing on the second habit, begin with the end in mind. And really what that means is, what is your goal? What do you intend to do? Have that in mind first so that then you make sure you accomplish that. It's very easy to get distracted or get lost in other things, or sometimes to forget what you're even working towards. So when you set goals and you want to show up every day to school and just do a good job, know what you're here for. And that's to learn, boys and girls. We show up to school every day to learn, but you can begin with the end in mind for all kinds of things all through your day and throughout your whole life.
Love it. And we'll be looking for kiddos this week to earn tickets. So we're still doing that leader loop, giving out that leader loop throughout the week. So if you're doing those things like beginning with the end in mind or being proactive or displaying any of the 7 habits, your name could be drawn for a special prize from our leader loop prize card. Boys and girls, Friday, we have a huge pep rally going on, and I'm sure there's going to be all kinds of fun and surprises and excitement. It will be in our gym, and it's going to be the kickoff, I believe, to our big PTA fundraiser. I believe it's going to be a readathon this year. Miss Ivory may know more, but that'll start at 1 o'clock. So be good listeners and listen out for information about our pep rally this Friday as we get closer to that event.
All right. Yes, Ms. Burton, it is a readathon. And so that means that we are going to make sure that we highlight all the different ways we are reading here at school. Sometimes people have like a color run where they run laps or something, and then parents or family members donate to your color run depending on how many laps you've run. This time families get to donate for how many hours you read, and so we'll make sure that we have some of that time built into your day on October 31st. But the pep rally and the kickoff for the whole PTA fundraiser is on Friday, October 18th. So that'll be fun. See you there. And then Chansy Cardinals, don't forget that you are a leader and you will change the world. There is genius in each and every one of you. Have a great week.
Bye, guys. Have a great week.